Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broke and barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way up. Long ways from the days I'd evade valet stores. Couldn't pay nowadays. All the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks. From Mercedes, I resage Chukwueze. Then my babies, label hit be trying to sway me. Pay me. Broke the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me. I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership with drip, you can see me leaking. Shh, be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot, feel the spirit.
An absolutely perfect fall afternoon for football, and we are under bright blue Colorado skies at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Denver Broncos.
Joey Slye to kick off for the Commanders.
And off we go from Denver. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. This defense for the Commanders, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. They'll look to throw here on first down. Out to his left. Going across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Joey Slye on for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just...
There he goes, right side. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Javonte Williams, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Looking to throw on second down. Stallings for Marshall. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 42-yard line.
Second down and 4.
Operating from the gun. Stallings slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
When you look at this Bronco defense,
They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your offense.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, Pittman. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
To throw on 2nd down, Stallings. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
On 1st and 10, Stallings.
They're going right back to Pittman.
Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That one deep for Marshall.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Terrace Marshall,
his first touchdown on the year.
And Washington has taken the lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 121 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Caught left side, Williams. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Broncos at 1-6 now. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now Williams running left. Pushing his way inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down at the 39. Clearly short of the first by a few yards. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This taken in at the goal line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. Once more, Gibson. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake. Stallings. To the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stallings. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Up the middle they go. Pittman, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Gibson on the read option. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down. Stallings, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Well, there's a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down, Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 155 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And throw right sideline is complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw on second down. Stallings. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This will be caught downfield by Marshall. Touchdown, Washington. Terrace Marshall with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Stop made there by Brian Asamoah.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down, Stallings. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Stallings. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terrace Marshall His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Commanders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 24. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And 206 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They run it again with Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2 yards to go, second down. They try the left side here with Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Fielded at about the 28. 35 yards that time on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Carmichael. He'll get this down to the 38. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give running right, Gibson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stallings. He finds his man, complete. That's Martinez. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Stallings. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 238 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 35, here's the 2nd down and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Pittman, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Looking to throw. Stallings. That is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terrace Marshall, 31 yards. And the Commanders have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Kick is good.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. On second down, a run with Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Off play action. Stallings. And that will be incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Washington, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule.